expecting His Majesty King Misuzulu kaZwelithini Zulu to deliver his speech. And from the speech, this is what we're expecting. We are expecting the King to speak about the issue of illegal foreigners in KwaZulu-Natal and those inciting videos, those provoking statements allegedly made by some of the foreigners on social media. So remember that last week or over the weekend, the spokesperson for the Royal House, Zulu Royal House, Prince Thulani Zulu of Ezibindini, he did say the king is calling for restraint regarding that issue, saying that he will address the issue today at the commemoration of the Battle of Isandlwana. But right now, I'm with the MEC for Sports, Arts and Culture, Mtomuhle Kaula. He's going to speak with us regarding this event today, what we can expect, as we know that it's his department that is organizing this exciting event for the Zulu nation. Kapisa, what can we expect today at this Isandlwana, Impias Isandlwana commemoration, which is 147 years today?
Mr. Langa, Studla Mavis, greetings to you, greetings to the viewers at home. Sanbonani Makaya. It's a historic day today for KwaZulu-Natal. It's 147 years commemoration of the Battle of Isandlwana, where the Zulus made history by being the first African nation to ever defeat the mighty British Army in the African soil. So we are also bracing ourselves for 150 years in 2029, so we are already exercising for that. It's a marathon to 2029. Well, today it's going to be one of those days where His Majesty is going to be addressing the nation. Of course, we know that there are current issues that are burning. I cannot preempt His Majesty, but we are expecting that His Majesty is, of course, going to talk about what happened 147 years ago. We also expect His Majesty to also talk and address the current issues that are affecting the nation today. We are also looking forward to one of those great days when the Zulus are coming here excitedly, bracing themselves for remembering what the nation, the forefathers of those days went through here under this mountain, Isandlwana mountain.
MEC, defeating Anglo troops armed with big guns, and Amazulu only armed with traditional weapons. What can we learn from the Zulus of that particular time in terms of fighting the challenges that we are facing now, the challenges of crime, the challenges of teenage pregnancy, the challenges of poverty in the province?
Well, the Zulus are a great nation. What we learn is, first of all, resilience. When the Zulus get determined to doing something, they will fight right up to the last blood, a drop of blood. I always, when I talk about the Battle of Isandlwana, the build up to the battle, I always refer to it like what happened to Jesus Christ when he was on his way, the sufferings of Jesus Christ on his way to the cross, those days which were a build up, the journey to the cross. This is what King Cetshwayo suffered. The journey towards Isandlwana, to Eskaleni, to Cape Town and to Britain is exactly what Jesus Christ suffered when they crucified him, because King Cetshwayo defeated the British here. But after that, the army got defeated in Ulundi and the king was exiled. He had to go to Cape Town. He went to overseas to see the Queen. He came back having been deposed but was reinstalled again. Having been deposed by people who are not supposed to take that decision. The reinstallation, to me, it's not a reinstallation, because our king remained king even when he was in Cape Town, even when he was in England. So those sufferings of the king, they teach us that if you are resilient and determined in defending what belongs to you and what is yours, you ultimately, at the end, you conquer. Here, whilst the Zulus defeated and were defeated in Ulundi, in the Battle of Ulundi, but they remain standing as the Zulu nation. Even today, I always say, of the 9 provinces that we have in South Africa, there is only one province that has got a king. Other provinces have got kings. That is the resilience of the Zulu nation. Even after those defeats in Ulundi and other areas, even after the royal family was cracked and others got into supporting the British, but we remained together and we were never divided. We were able to defend our kingdom, we were able to defend our nation up to this day. We remain the Zulu nation going forward to whatever years, we'll remain the Zulu nation. That is the resilience. But something else is humbleness. Zulus are very humble.
Okay, yeah. I get you, MEC. MEC, there is some political instability in KZN. I know that you are in the provincial government of unity, and should the people of KZN worry in terms of stability in the province?
We don't have political instability in KwaZulu-Natal. When you are referring to politics in general, there will always be contestations in politics. Politics is about that. But when you come to the legislature and government, there will always be those differences of opinion. But the government, of course, in Natal is solid. And it's solid right up to 2029. So people don't have to worry. We are standing, we are marching forward, we are delivering services. We have a premier who is leading the province, and we are taking that right up to 2029. Those who want to contest, they'll get a chance in 2029. But it's politics, We don't have to sensationalize what's happening. Differences are differences, which don't mean that when there are differences, then there is something that we can say it's an instability. We are very stable, we are focused, we are solid. 2029, here we come, you will see.
All right, that was the MEC for Sports, Arts and Culture in KwaZulu-Natal, Mtomuhle Kaula.